Value is often a heavily debated topic with figures. How do you tell if something is worth the price? How do you ensure you're not being taken for a ride? There's also multiple factors to it as well. Different levels of value. The value might be in one area, but not another. Wow, that's a lot of uses of the word value. Anyway, we zoom in on Red Alert. I wouldn't consider him a bad figure, nor an amazing figure. He's just adequate, which usually doesn't make for an interesting review topic. However, he does have me thinking recently. The Unicron trilogy was very particular in its build style. Big chunky figures that prioritize big motions instead of subtle complexity. And lately, said era of collecting has entered the nostalgia gauntlet. People want accurate Unicron trilogy updates. Not homages, not compromises, the real effing deal. Modern budgets simply don't allow such though. It's very difficult to get that across, so stepping up a budget bracket is required. Red Alert is a Voyager class figure, and he very much fills out that price point. He's in the same vein as 86 Ironhide, a deluxe-ish figure that bulks out and uses the price point to his advantage. No hollow points, entirely housed and framed clear plastic inserts. Pinned wheels, extra joints wherever they can fit, chunky and dense plastic. More than any figure in the Unification era, bar probably Armada Megatron, he perfectly feels like a Unicron trilogy release with articulation added. No engineering wizardry, no half measures, just the real effing deal. So in the discussion of raw budget, sure, he is absolutely worth the price. But what about in other aspects? The engineering is bog standard simple, basically deluxe level, because that's what his original toy was. It makes sense, but it doesn't quite feel in line with the modern style of what a Voyager is. Nothing surprises you, wows you, goes over the edge. He's the perfect example of cromulence, and if you're incredibly nostalgic for Armada, I'm sure he'll be your figure of the year. They've even listened to the feedback and added all the gimmicks back, minus the minicon. No doubt if they did a stalker like this, I'd react the same. So yes, on a raw plastic level, he's worth it. But in terms of play functionality, there is something missing. There's a void here in the same way I felt with Commander Class Rodimus. But without the engineering to back it up, I can't help but feel disappointed. This is a case where Hasbro has delivered exactly what fans of the original show have asked for, and a case where what I want from a figure is entirely perpendicular. Sometimes it crosses over, but in this case, not so much. Is he bad? Hell no. Is he good? To many, he's fantastic. But to me, he lacks the value I look for in a toy. Sometimes figures just aren't for you, and in this case, nah, he's just alright.